They're not so stupid, but they have to be taught. Now, if you had one really violent day, like a guy like Mike Kelly, put him in charge, Congressman Kelly, put him in charge for one day.
You know they eat babies. That is not bullshit. It's true.
So it's not just the dogs and the cats, not just the pets.
It's not just the dogs and the cats. They're full-on vampires. And everybody still thinks I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy.
Hello, everybody. Like we spoke about, this stuff was just going to ramp up. These attacks are getting nastier and nastier. We'll get back to those clips later on in the video of Roseanne Barr and Donald Trump at a rally. And I mean, this is getting dangerous. To be honest, I'm a little worried as to where we're going as a country. Let's get to the clip and we'll talk about it afterwards.
You know, these are smart people. They're not so stupid, but they have to be taught. Now, if you had one really violent day, like a guy like Mike Kelly, put him in charge, Congressman Kelly, put him in charge for one day. Mike, would you say, he's right here, he's a great congressman. Would you say, Mike, that if you were in charge, you would say, oh, please, don't touch them, don't touch them, let them rob your store. Let all these stores go out of business, right? They don't pay rent, then the city doesn't have, the whole, it's a chain of events, it's so bad. One rough hour, and I mean real rough, the word will get out and it will end immediately. End immediately. You know, it'll end immediately.
Guys, we talked about this. We knew that this was just only going to get worse. I mean, this is his go-to issue, right? He's digging his heels in. He's not talking about anything else, right? And remember what he said about the dangerous rhetoric and what MAGA, Piers Morgan, all these Republicans are trying to say, that the Democrats have this dangerous rhetoric and these assassination attempts on Trump. Did you just hear what he just said about we need a bloody hour? This is disgusting. I mean, it's just a matter of time before somebody gets hurt. This is just vicious. And the reason he does it is because it works on his base. This is the version of Trump that is most desired by Trump's base, right? This is the bigoted version of Trump, right? They love this version of him. And remember, Trump was the one that screamed and tried and got to block, had the House block the bipartisan border bill that was supposed to limit the amount of illegal migrants coming over the border, increase border patrol agents. And he stopped it specifically to use this as an issue because he knew he would have nothing else but this. And this is bad, guys. And if you guys could leave a comment on where do you think we go from here? Like, is this just where we are as a society? Do you have any hope that things will get better? Because I think even after Trump, I don't see this kind of thing going away. There's always going to be a MAGA candidate type person, I feel like. And it seems like the base is here to stay. Let me know what you guys think in the comment. Let's get back to the clip.
The majority of the school cannot speak English. In Ohio, Springfield, they can't speak English. They're taking over the schools. There's nobody that can speak English. And the mayor's looking for interpreters. Isn't that wonderful? How can this happen? Remember, there's a hat that's made that sells like crazy. Oh, there's a fly. Oh, I wonder where the fly came from. See, 2 years ago, I wouldn't have had a fly up here. You're changing rapidly, but we can't take it any longer.
I can't believe what I just saw, guys. I mean, you guys understand what he's saying there, right? I mean, this is unbelievable. He's trying to say that the fly on the podium is due to the country being a bit dirtier now. How is it dirtier, you may ask? Immigrants, of course. Legal migrants is what he's referring to again with the Haitians. I mean, how this stuff it has just become mainstream for the right wing, and Republicans continue to defend this. This is unbelievable. This is 2024. How are we still like this? How are we still arguing about things like this? Like, this is so bad. I mean, this has to be known that this isn't acceptable. I mean, I really hope these guys get smashed this November. A lesson needs to be taught in the voting booth, right? Americans need to fight back against this. And Hispanics, or honestly, anyone of color, even white Americans, we should all be disgusted by this. The vitriol coming out of Trump, it's just horrible. Oh, man. I want to show you this last clip of the Tucker Carlson show of Roseanne Barr. And I mean, just take a look at this. She belongs in a straitjacket in a padded room, guys. I hate to be so blunt, but take a look at this vile human.
You know they do that. You know they eat babies. That is not bullshit. It's true.
So it's not just the dogs and the cats, not just the pets.
It's not just the dogs and the cats. They're full-on vampires. And everybody still thinks I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. They're full-on vampires. They love the taste of human flesh and they drink human blood. They do, Tucker. Stop staring at me like
You're
that.
freaking me out, man. Because
They
you
do.
spent your life in the entertainment business, so I think you have some authority on this.
So many kids that I was in mental institutions with over the years, they are all from those cults. And they've covered it all up. They covered it all up. And, you know, I just pray to God. I'm just going to pray to God that he opens everybody's eyes in this country. By the time we go in to vote for Trump, that he will open up everybody's eyes and they will stop pretending to be asleep. You know what they say? You can't wake people up that are pretending to be asleep, but I pray to God, please wake up even those who are pretending to be asleep with the irrefutable truth of what the worst people on this planet are really up to. They are really up to that. They're doing it.
I mean, guys, like I said, Roseanne needs to be in a straitjacket. I mean, these people have completely lost their mind. How you can still be a MAGA, a Trump supporter after hearing this stuff, after this election cycle, it's beyond me. And I just want to say, never stay quiet against this rhetoric. No matter how much the Republicans try to bully Democrats and people on the left about the supposed rhetoric that we have, calling them Nazis and fascists. What do you call this? Like, what do you call this when you demonize people like this to this kind of level? Eating babies? Vampires? Like, what do you think is going to happen when you talk like this about a group of people? Do you guys forget about Pizzagate? I mean, this is just horrible. And I'm all for free speech, but like, this stuff is, it's a thousand times more dangerous than yelling fire in a theater. This is insane. This is going to get people hurt. Oh man. Guys, if you got anything from this clip, please leave a comment down below, like, subscribe. It would really help the channel. I'll have another video possibly later today, but more likely tomorrow. Thanks again for staying and watching through the video. I appreciate it. See you in the next one.